What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host,
Hey
Josh.
everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the Filmbros podcast. Okay, Josh. So today, today's the day. All right. Today's the day is when um your arch nemesis makes a comeback only because apparently there's a lot of shifting in the tides, you may say. There's a lot of waves in the Instagram waters, you may say. There's a lot of things just happening in the film industry ecosystem,
What are you
you
saying?
may say.
What are you saying?
First things first, though, we're gonna always start off with the simple topics, two simple topics that I have in the beginning of this, just so we can go ahead and break the ice. First things first, The Rock Johnson, after spewing that bullshit that he was gonna change his ways of acting and blah 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 blah, has officially confirmed that, and it threw a lot of people off, that Jumanji 4 is actually gonna start production pretty soon for a 2026 release date. I know what you're thinking, Jumanji 4.
Yeah.
Where's the other three? Well, people keep forgetting Robin Williams one is the first one, Jumanji,
Yeah,
the
that's right. That's
original.
canon. I totally forgot that that was
Yeah.
canon.
And then you have the second Jumanji movie, and then you have the third Jumanji movie, which I forgot the names of the Jumanji movies. I think it's called Next Level or something.
Yeah.
And then now we're gonna get Jumanji 4. So a lot of people get confused. You even got confused too, but yeah. Danny
I
DeVito's coming back, Nick Jonas is coming back, a couple newcomers as well. Rice Darby is gonna be in there as well.
yeah.
Obviously we have uh we have Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Kevin Hart. Obviously, he's gonna be attached to it. He's not gonna not be in a
That's
movie
his
with the
that's
Rock
his cash
Johnson,
cow right there.
basically. Uh, so yeah, I mean, we're at a point where Jumanji 4 is gonna happen, even after everything the Rock Johnson literally said. Maybe he needed a what do you call it? A box office ego boost.
Even then, the box office sucks. So I mean, it can do what it wants. It just sucks.
What for Jumanji?
I mean,
I thought Jumanji did it good.
not Jumanji. No, I'm talking about the what do you call it? The actual fucking. You said box office boost. I thought you meant the machine. The
Well, the Smashing Machine
yeah,
really
that one. Yeah.
smashed his box office, like, you know, that one was the one where he came out and he was like, "We're not doing this for box office, remember?" And
That
it's
shit
like,
was
well, yeah,
ass. I mean, it did terribly. It didn't even crack 100 mil. I don't think.
I heard the movie's good, but it's art, so a lot of
No
people are
one,
not
no
gonna
one
go and watch
cares.
it.
No one cares about The Rock like that.
He hasn't proven himself to be a contender in that ring, right? Hopefully, when it comes out on digital, which I think it already came out on digital, people will start focusing on it a little bit more. Maybe if he wants to continue down this path, but to me, him pivoting to that, okay, well, he pivoted to the hierarchy of the DC universe was going to change, right? And then after that, basically went out the window, and James Gunn took the job. He pivoted to being a serious actor, and now that the box office isn't really reflecting what he wants, he's pivoting back to his, I guess, surefire box office, which is Jumanji.
I, I guess. I guess that's like, you know, his bread and butter. I don't know what that like. I don't know. I didn't care for the fucking for the first one. Oh no, not the
Karen
first one.
Gillian,
The
that's her
Robin
name.
Williams one is the only one that I know. I think I've seen the second one, quote unquote second one, and then three and four, or three. I haven't seen the. I guess I haven't seen the third one. The
You
one
haven't seen
with
Next Level.
the one with DeVito. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
DeVito's in both of them.
Was he
Hmm.
the one
Yeah,
where the first one where they go into the game?
yeah, he's in that one. Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't remember. I guess I only remember the Robin Williams one.
for shame. You don't care about the Rock's Jumanji endeavors. You don't care about Kevin Hart's
No,
endeavors and
I don't. I really don't. I think the only time I cared about about it was when he hits Kevin into the fucking the wall, and that's about it. That's the only joke I remember.
that was in the second Jumanji movie.
That's why
Yeah,
I don't remember the third one.
the third one is the one where they basically, at the end, it's like they have to get the green emerald. That's and
It's
on top of this,
Sonic.
like, giant tiger thing. I mean, yeah, it's a green emerald. I mean,
It's kind
that's
of
kind
like
of what
Sonic.
I kind of queued it up to, but is basically what it went up to.
Yeah,
So
no.
I mean, I enjoy them for what they are, so I'm not really too upset about it. I'm just more upset of the fact that he's like, I'm pivoting. I'm pivoting again. I'm pivoting again. We're trying to take him as like, even we gave him his flowers, right? We were like, man, out of all the wrestlers turned actors, this is the guy who has it all basically well together.
Yeah.
And it just seems like every movie he makes is just not all together.
He's just like, hey, man, we just gonna, I'm gonna fake you out. That's his game plan. He
My
tries to
thing
give
is
us a
that
sob story. He tries to say he was pigeonholed, even though he did it to himself.
that pigeonhole. That was another article that we had read too. That was basically what he said. But then he just went back into the hold. He was
Yeah.
like, "Man, squeeze the grip next time."
He's just like
Why'd you even let me go for?
he's like you can milk me for anything now. No, like that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. He does not have my sympathy. I need him to bulk up, do fast 11, whatever, and then call it quits. It's fine.
I was gonna say, didn't he slim down for that one role? The monkey or whatever it's called, something that's
Yeah,
coming,
the
and
turtle
he's
or
still
some shit
doing
like that.
Jumanji.
Yeah. In that picture they posted, he looked like regular, like fit. He looked like fine. He didn't look as skinny as he did.
Let me just tell you something. The steroids are gonna be working overtime, sir.
It's gonna send his ass into
Overtime.
shock.
He's not on the set of Jumanji 4. Everybody's gonna be like, "Where's that at? Not where's the third movie?"
He's just
um,
like it's not steroids, it's the vodka or tequila.
it's the Tamara Mana
Yeah.
and the Zoa mixed together
Hmm.
that basically makes him choose these career choices. I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever had a Zoa?
No,
I haven't had a Zoa.
I don't think I've ever had anything that's like sponsored from a celebrity. I'm definitely staying away from Ciroc. Like,
If you drank a Bud Light, Post Malone.
I don't even drink those either.
Oh,
That's a weird beer. No, but
it's a weird beer. That's a Never mind. All right. Yeah, no, but The Rock, yeah, of course he's, pivoting yet again. It's good to hear that everybody's coming back. Nick Jonas is coming back. Danny
right,
DeVito's coming back. We're getting the full cast back, but that's just my grievance with this, right? Is just The Rock saying, "Hey, we're gonna take it more serious," and then you just jump back into the pond that you jump back into the whole pigeonhole that they said that you said you were basically in, right? It was just why would you jump back into that?
exactly. Why risk something like that? I guess we just can't take him seriously. He's an actor. He's gonna act. That's it. That's all that
He's
is.
such a good actor, he got us fooled, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess we were right in some
we were
capacity.
supposed to believe him. It just didn't happen.
And we believed him indeed. I don't know. The Dwayne Johnson has a lot of I think he has a lot of some demons to fight for sure. I think he needs to look a little bit more into what he's really trying to do. Does he really? Obviously, we want movies that are going to pay the bills, right? You
Is
want box office. That's something that will crave. I think he really needs attention to. I feel like that's something that he
he just can't stay out of the media.
basically. And so either he's not getting the attention from this Oscar run that he wants to try to do, this, real acting that he's really trying to pull out of himself, or he really wants the bag. You can't have, I mean, can you have both?
He had both. I mean, okay, well, he wasn't really acting, but when he had the bag, he was just doing what he did best, which is pigeonholing himself. But
Doing the same thing over and over.
yeah, but I mean, if it worked, you can't be mad that it worked. You can't be mad that you did it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get a steady paycheck, you get box office numbers. I mean, not everything was gonna be, not everything gets knocked out the park. I don't think Rampage did that well for him and all that stuff. But Jungle Cruise for sure didn't do that well for him. But there's a lot of other franchises that he's been a part of that really boosted him up. I don't know.
I wonder if one of his demons is called Vin Diesel. Like, I wonder if he just that's one of his sleep paralysis demons. He'll wake
Yeah,
up in a cold
I'm
sweat,
pretty sure.
and he'll
I'm
just hear
pretty sure
family.
he fucking signed up for Fast 11 after all the begging and shit,
Yeah.
and that's just not even gonna happen.
Hey, Dwayne, he said.
Yeah, he's like, you made me do this cutscene and everything for what?
Yeah.
What? He's like, "Where's my franchise?"
But we're pigeonholing him. He blames the studios and stuff for doing it to him.
I don't know. Let us know what you guys think, though. Dwayne the Rock Johnson obviously is trying to figure it out for himself. I feel like we've seen his trajectory, so at this point, I think it's a midlife crisis. I'm chalking it up to midlife
I would
crisis. It
say
got
so. That's
something
valid.
like
That's valid.
that.
That's valid.
Moving on though, before we get into your arch nemesis, we're gonna go ahead and bring up my arch nemesis who decided to just come out of hiding once again just to beg for his role back. That's Zachary Levi.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
he came out of hiding. Basically was asked. I don't even know why he was asked about this, but he was asked about obviously the Fury of the Gods still, and I don't know. They're bringing shit up from old times just to see that I think they want a headline and they want him to kind of spaz out, but he didn't give him that. He
Yeah.
didn't give him a spazzing out. He actually gave him a real thought out answer, right?
Okay.
So when asked if there's any opportunity and if he would take the opportunity to come back as Shazam, he said, "Oh yeah, I love playing Shazam. If James and the powers that be said, 'Hey, we would love to bring you back as Shazam,' or if there was another DC character." I love comic books. That's basically it. He said that. And people ran with it. And I was
This
like,
guy.
this is going to be a great segue to get into our real conversation. But I just kind of wanted to knock this down out of here. Nobody's calling Zachary Levi.
No one, nobody, not James, not Disney, not Marvel. Nobody is calling this man. He's fallen off.
James saw this quote and said, Oh, ugh. I don't think he realizes that I pivoted myself."
Yeah, we should just delete his number. I think. Yeah,
You
no,
think Zachary
Zachary.
Levi is leaving him like drunk texts and messages in the middle of the night, like,
He's like, look at me.
"James, baby, please."
I can still be Shazam.
Yeah. Look, I could play Billy too. Oh,
He
Billy.
just tries to be a kid. He's like, James, you saw me in the Magic Crayon movie. I have charm and whimsicalness.
There's one question I wanted to ask you, okay? Just so
Okay.
we be on the same page. I know it's been a couple of years already. Were you a fan of his Shazam? Would you love to have seen him back at any
I
capacity? Oh,
like.
before pre-spaz, obviously.
Okay, okay. I like the first one. The second one, I wish that one was a lot better. I think focusing on the family too soon was my problem. But I mean, I guess I didn't mind him. He wasn't like somebody that I hated. He was just like, oh, they're making another one. Let's go check it out. I'm a DC fan.
Mm.
Let's go watch the Shazam. And then I mean, it was that the last one was ass. The second one was there was nothing about it that really appealed to me in that one.
The first one was kind of like a
It was okay.
lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it was fine. I think the villain was cool. I think yeah, Doctor Savannah or whatever his name was carried
Hmm.
that movie for sure. But I mean, I didn't hate Zachary Levi in it.
I can agree. I can agree. I think there was a spazzing out that put a bad taste in my mouth. But I will also say his performance in the second one really did it for me too, because that was like a
Terrible.
he. Why would you act like a kid when you're supposed to be the adult? Just
That shit was terrible.
make it make sense for me. But yeah, just nobody's calling him, right? I don't think anybody really cares to see his Shazam
Yeah,
anymore.
no.
I don't think anybody really cared to see it in the beginning. I actually seen a clip going around and I really forgot about it. But like the hardcore and whatever his name is was supposed to recruit him at the end of the second film.
Oh
And I
yeah,
was just like, that's funny. And they did that little Avengers joke. I was like, damn, I remember that. That's so cringy. I don't
yeah.
understand why they did that.
Economos and James Gunn's wife. Although he said he didn't put her in there, fucking
He put her in there. He
yeah,
put no, he put her in there.
yeah.
But let us know what you guys think. Were you guys a fan of his Shazam? I mean, is there still some Zachary Levi lovers out there who would want to see him back as Shazam? If
Oh
there
yeah.
is, keep it to yourself, I would say.
Get
I don't
help.
know. I mean, you could tell us, but we're gonna put it in a bottle,
We're gonna look at you crazy.
shoot it in the middle of the ocean. You feel me? But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the real world topics that, basically we need to talk about. And that's what Levi was trying to get at, and that's James Gunn. Now we finally got the confirmation, okay? We got the confirmation, and it really stirred up a lot of talk on Twitter, on the interwebs. And Zack Snyder's been doing his own thing on Instagram where he's like posting pictures and it's causing a whole slew of different conversations that I think is going to
Right.
be a whole episode on its own. I'm working on it. Um, but this confirmation was, I mean, we kind of knew, but it's kind of confirming to us that, or at least for me, I don't know if you had any idea of what was basically happening within um, the DC,
The
what
pipeline?
would you, the pipeline, I guess, yeah.
No, I haven't really.
Well,
Mm-mm.
we'll start with this. We'll start with
Okay.
Brainiac, and then we'll start breaking it down, and then we'll have your side. We'll talk all about it because this is
Okay.
gonna be a big conversation here. So, the Man of Tomorrow villain will be Brainiac. It's confirmed. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be him. Now, one thing that stirred up a lot of drama was a lot of people saying that, well, he took this from Zack Snyder, right? His plans was for Man of Steel 2 was supposed to be Brainiac. He was supposed to be a sequel to Superman, obviously, a Soul sequel. Um, and it just never came into fruition, obviously. A lot of people were angry knowing that Brainiac was supposed to be Man of Steel 2, and now it's going to be James Gunn's. Is there an issue with you with that?
No, I mean I don't think I can be mad at a concept for a villain. There's plenty of concepts like that's like being mad that like Spider-Man 4 was supposed to have Vulture and then Spider-Man Homecoming has Vulture. So I mean I guess it's no big deal. I don't really care for it in that aspect. I just think like a James Gunn Brainiac sounds dumb. Didn't he already do that? Didn't he do high evolutionary? Isn't that like the same thing? Yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
I drew that comparison too, and now that you say it, I was like, I kind of wanted to ask you if it was kind of like the same thing.
I would say it's like the same. What's the difference? That he just collects like species and planets for his collection, for knowledge and power. And then what does high evolutionary do? He experiments on animals to make a perfect like society or world, whatever. So I would say it's down the same pipeline, right?
So you think we're gonna see the same villain come back, the actor?
If we're already doing Guardians 3, man, like yeah. Guardians 7, I don't know.
Well, a lot of this news, and I know the timeline. Like I said, a lot of the timeline, in my opinion, has been a lot of Zack Snyder's Superman and like the Batman stuff that he's been posting on Instagram. A lot of Jared Leto stuff and all
Yeah.
that. Like I see a lot of that on my timeline, and then little tidbits of this from James Gunn coming out, and I was like, I wonder why that is. He was chronically online. He was always talking about it. And it wasn't until after the Superman box office, after he went on his little internet run where he was trying to explain that, hey, we're still good. Everything's still gonna happen. We had that little Freudian slip when he was like, if I, if I might be
If
able to do
I
it.
can see it happen, yeah.
Yeah. Then we get this. Then we get
Um.
this. And then wait, I'm not done, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck's happening over here?
Okay.
So, next thing you know, tidbits started dribbling out. Man of Steel, the sequel for tomorrow. Obviously, we're hearing rumors that Sasha Bardo, who was in Peacemaker, is gonna be there. We hear Peacemaker is gonna be in there. Um, we went from gods and monsters and this big, expansive, interconnected web of DC Universe things were supposed to happen to now coming down, in my opinion, to the Superman family. So if you notice a lot of the things that have been brought out here, I mean, Rick Flag Sr. is going to be coming back for Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sasha Bardo is going to be coming for Man of Tomorrow. Um, James Gunn said that he's going to try to make this more solo film centered. That's another thing that he was saying that he's pivoting away from the Superman 2025 because he heard the
Yeah.
criticisms, I guess, that Superman had a lot of help and a lot of, other things to kind of be in that movie that was not just him. Now, apparently, he's saying the sole focus of this film is going to be, and I still feel like it's a cop out because he says it's going to be about Superman and Lex Luthor. It's not a solo film.
Right.
I mean, he's trying to brag and boast about it, but I'm like, you're still doing two characters in one movie, and it's still the same characters from the last movie. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll start there at least. That little tidbit. What do you think about that so far?
Wasn't he also saying that I mean Peacemaker was gonna be in it and all these other people? It sounds like an ensemble film, but you're just focusing on two people. But you're supposed to like if this is the big team up and we're supposed to get like everybody that we've seen so far versus Brainiac or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like a whole team up film. But you're gonna focus on Lex because he's probably gonna be like, oh, I'm the big genius. I'm smarter than the alien and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see it a mile away. It's just it's not very creative, but at the same time it's also like I mean, you can lie and say you're doing it, but you're wrong. If that was the case, you would simply do Lex Luthor versus Superman again, but then just have Lex Luthor be the protagonist, so maybe we can see things through his eyes and why he perceives everything the way he does. It doesn't sound creative at all. Like I don't know. We kind of called it with Superman a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, and I can feel the formula formulating. Does that make any sense?
You could feel the James Gunn Guardians of the Galaxy formula coming through, seeping
Exactly.
through the pages. I mean, basically hearing all this basically hearing all the stuff that's basically going to happen in this movie. I mean, like I said, a lot of Peacemaker characters are going to be in there. Superman's going to be in there.
Yeah.
If Brainiac's going to be a world threat and all we have is Peacemaker, Sasha Bardo, Rick Flag, Superman, and Lex Luthor who are going to come and save the day and not the Justice League,
Yeah.
this is not the DCU to me. This is James Gunn's sandbox to
Yeah,
me. This
this
is
is like
everything that he's doing.
we got a Justice League movie with no Justice League.
Yeah,
I always thought Brainiac was a Justice League villain. Like I know people are like, "Oh, he can also just be a Superman villain." I don't know. In my head, him, Brainiac, like Vandal Savage, like I've always felt those were Justice League threats.
yeah, and I mean, if you're gonna, in my opinion, if you're gonna shrink down Brainiac to be a Superman villain, you're basically doing Lex Luthor again, and just in a different format. He's alien
Yeah,
with more technology and
exactly.
whatever. Oh, I guess his own sort of technology, because I guess Lex Luthor still
I
has a lot
mean,
of technology, but it's
it's gonna be like
still
more advanced alien
yeah,
tech type stuff.
exactly. So it's in my opinion, it's basically the same thing. You're not really changing much besides saying that you are, right? And I like this article that was made by the Cosmic Book News. Obviously, we heard that a Jimmy Olsen show was supposed to be happening as well. It doesn't seem like we're expanding any further than what the Superman and the Superman family has to bring, right?
Right.
We're getting a Jimmy Olsen spinoff, which a lot of people said it was DC Crime. It was going to be called DC Crime, but James Gunn basically came out and said that's not happening. It's not called
Right.
DC Crime. It's a Jimmy Olsen spinoff. Yes, you're gonna have certain things. Yes, he didn't. I think it's fucked up because they also said that Gorilla Grodd was gonna be in this series as
Yeah.
well. And he didn't debunk that. He just debunked the DC Crimes title. He said the article is not wrong, the title's wrong. And so we're gonna see Gorilla Grodd and we're gonna see Jimmy Olsen. Um, we'll get into this article real quick,
Okay.
but at least what do you think about a Jimmy Olsen led spin-off show?
I don't care. I don't care.
After years, after years of people saying Zack Snyder shot Jimmy Olsen in the head
Yeah.
in the 30 seconds.
He was like, "Hey man, we gonna change that and we're gonna give him a whole show," which doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. What does he need a show for? We don't care about this character. I don't care how many people try and gaslight me and tell me that they do. They don't. No one cares. No one cares about Jimmy Olsen trying to make
I don't want to say nobody
interesting.
cares. I don't think anybody cares to the fact or to the point of wanting a show from him. And for him to be like, if this is going to be like an investigative thing, why are we solely focusing on Jimmy Olsen, who, by the way, barely did any detective work? His girlfriend did that.
Yeah.
He basically finagled information out of her because apparently he was a heartthrob in the film. So it's like why do we need a show
Yeah.
with Jimmy Olsen led? Why? Because it's part of the Superman thing, and this is where this article kind of comes in. Well, in the beginning, right when James Gunn basically came out and ruined the whole DCU slate. Well, I mean, it was already going down a bad path, but when he came in and prematurely killed it or cut it at the knees, there was a big slate. There was a big slate, right? We had multiple shows. We had Creature Commandos, which we saw that one. We had Waller that was supposed to come out. Peacemaker. Supergirl, Lanterns is still happening. Paradise Lost, Authority, Booster Gold, The Brave and the Bold is supposed to happen as well. Arkham Asylum, and Swamp Thing. Those were basically the first ones. Arkham Asylum got canned. Authority was basically given the stick. Booster Gold as well is not going to happen anytime soon. Brave and the Bold, even with all the updates that Andy Muschietti keeps saying that, oh, I'm going to direct it, I'm going to direct it. You're not directing shit. It's not going to make it that far.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing is supposed to happen as well, but I mean, James Mangold is basically making a Star Wars movie around that time as well. So, will it actually fruition? We'll have to wait and see. Paradise Lost, that basically got pushed to the side because after the whole announcement that HBO or Warner Brothers is going to be sold off, it was like Wonder Woman needs to come to the forefront, and then we never heard anything from that ever again.
Right.
So that's out of there. So realistically, all we have right now is Supergirl down the pipeline. Lanterns was already in production when everything basically started shuffling. So that's gonna still happen as well. Everything past that in limbo.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
We're not getting
Everything
the
got
authority,
shit
nothing like
canned.
that.
Nothing at all. Everything got shit canned for Man of Tomorrow.
Right.
And now this Jimmy Olsen series. Supergirl. And that's basically it. We're focusing more on the Superman family now than everything that basically came before it, which was the Gods and Monsters slate. And an insider basically came out and said that Gunn pivoted to a new direction, right? Quietly moving, quietly, because he didn't go on Twitter to announce any of
Right.
this shit. Quietly. Moving from Gods and Monsters to the Superman family saga because his contract has not been renewed. And if Skydance buys WB, Universal is still quietly in play as well. Then they want a completely new start. They do not want James Gunn. They
But
do not want James Gunn.
yeah, potentially, yeah.
We fucking won, dude. We won.
I
So
sure,
fucking really, dude. We fucking won,
I
dude.
sure fucking hope so.
We look. Let me tell you something. The quiet is super loud with James Gunn, especially because of how loud he was in the beginning. Superman was a flop. As much
Right.
as you want to spin that shit, it was a flop. It was the biggest flop of 2025. They want to spin it to be something else because they want this sell to really go through. In about 2 years, we're gonna hear how bad it really was. Um, but for the most part, this pivoting, and I know a lot of people were like, "Well, no. We're getting a V for Vendetta. We're
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
V for Vendetta." So obviously, he's still got no. That's something completely different. There's gonna be an Elseworlds thing, if that's even gonna still be a thing when that happens.
yeah.
Vendetta is something different, but at least right now, he's quietly pivoted to the Superman saga.
Right.
It's not creature, monster, gods and monsters anymore. Whatever the fuck he wanted to do it. All that's aside. What do you? Okay, now that you hear all this, I prematurely got excited, but
Right.
you let me know what you think.
Okay, so I do it. I can agree that maybe James Gunn is out the picture. It should another studio, take it. They're not gonna want someone with a pre-existing contract. The only one that's proven to have a pre-existing contract and actually make something worth being interested in and that people still talk about is Matt Reeves and his Batman movies. I know we were saying that we probably will get a second one. He probably won't get a third one, maybe. So, but you're right. The slate that he gave us, that he promised shareholders and stuff, which may have just been a placeholder for shareholders, that's not coming to fruition. He was trying to greenlight Batman. He was trying to greenlight Wonder Woman, but we still don't have anything on those. And then for him to simply be like, well, now we're gonna focus on Superman, and it's like, well, you're choosing the most boring aspects of Superman, in my opinion. This Jimmy Olsen show isn't gonna have Superman people. It's gonna have like the Daily Planet people, which again I don't think anybody cares about. And this movie didn't make me care about it because there was barely any Clark Kent in the movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're telling me that we're getting it, but without Rachel Brosnahan and David Cornsweet. So it's like you're just giving us more uninteresting things for a grander scale, which is
Don't they work at the Daily Planet? Where would they be in this show?
exactly
What would be your excuse? They just not
weren't
there.
there. What honeymoon? Where were they? That and that's the thing. I think using shows like this to like boost up your thing you're no better than the MCU. Yes, you want to try and write compelling stories, but at the end of the day, your goal is to push the envelope toward the story that you're trying to tell for the bigger universe. That's all Peacemaker season 2 was. And that sounds what all this show is going to be. Even
That's what
fucking even
That's what Man of
fucking
Tomorrow is gonna be.
Man of Tomorrow too. Like he's trying to like build this great universe, but where are the characters at first?
The characters will be Superman and
Right.
Peacemaker. He's building he's building a universe off of Superman and Peacemaker. How
The worst combination of things that you can choose from. Not even
I mean,
Batman and Superman. Like fucking like what the fuck? I don't know. Do I hope he gets canned? I mean, yeah. I mean, I was his vision isn't my vision for DC. Do I want Zack Snyder back? That's not happening. I just think I don't know. I'm ready for good stuff again. That's all.
I don't want to say never to the Zack Snyder thing because
I don't
only
either.
because
I
only
don't
because
either.
I think that there's a lot of interest in there that I feel like will be I think it will be retouched upon when due time comes. I don't think is going to be the main DC universe. Obviously, I think we're going to get a whole different slate, which I mean, I know a lot of people were like, "Well, why would you guys want another DC reboot so soon?" Like a lot of people, like us. I mean, I'm not hoping for the downfall of DC. I just don't like whatever James Gunn is doing because it doesn't seem like DC to me. It seems like James Gunn's playground. That's what
Right.
it feels like. It feels like everything that's happening is out of James Gunn's mind, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Okay? It fucking sucks. I do think that I'm not shy to say it. I think Superman's the worst Superman film. Superman 2025 is the worst Superman film I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I agree.
It's not even a Superman movie. The dude got his ass kicked so many times.
Yeah.
Zack
I don't
Snyder,
know.
Zack Snyder wrote in his DCU, "Do you bleed?" We not seen a drop of blood besides when he gets blown up and maybe stabbed in the chest, and that's about it. This guy fucking bleeds for everything. I'm surprised he wasn't on his period in the movie. Jesus Christ,
Damn.
he was probably bleeding in his pants. That's why the
Like
trunks were red.
that's
Anyway,
messed up.
sorry, I'm going on my rant.
Right.
I do think that James Gunn was the worst possible candidate. I do understand why they picked him because he was part of the universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and why wouldn't you want to lynch one of the star players that Kevin Feige and him basically said that they were supposed to be or whatever? But at the end of the day, he wasn't a good fit, and I think it's proven by the ratings and everything that's basically came out ever since he's taken the reins. The insecurity reeks from him when he comes in to debunk stuff.
I would say that too because I mean he was quiet. He's been quiet this whole time, and then now he's dropping tidbits right after Zack Snyder's boosting up his own pictures, which he's not even saying anything crazy. He's literally just posting pictures, and people are like, "Oh, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing." It's like he's just posting pictures of things that he used to do
Nah, he
of
knows
when
what
he
he's doing.
did.
Nah,
Probably, but
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm not gonna
you
sit
know
here
that
and
there's
validate it.
well, I am. And I know that there's everybody in the world knows that there's an accusation basically happening. Okay, everybody. A lot of people, and there's even quiet players, want to buy Warner Brothers. I know, like even the people that paid Zack Snyder to want to make that UFC movie, they have a quiet bid for this studio. They love Zack Snyder over there. That, so I mean, you can't never say never. Paramount, they see the interest and they go. That's what I like about Paramount. They don't fix their fucking app, but they at least see the stuff online and they go that way.
You can watch
Sonic, you
all the
bullied,
movies on that broken ass app.
yeah, they what do you call it? They bullied the people at Paramount to remake Sonic. That's basically that Paramount listens to the fans. I can't except for when the fucking streaming department needs to fucking wake the fuck up.
For sure.
That's but I do think that there is a potential, like I said, I don't think it's going to be live action. I don't think it's going to even be the main continuity, but I do think that there's a play to kind of get him back to finish up whatever he needs to do,
Yeah.
close the chapter on this book, because I do think that's another reason why a lot of James Gunn stuff didn't stick because there was still an unclosed book on this side, right? And nowadays,
Yeah.
it's not so easy to just scrub stuff.
Right.
So I can't say completely that it's completely off the table. I don't think it's going to come out the way that people want it to, but if we get it at any form or capacity and can close the book on that, Snyderverse or whatever you want to call it, I think that'll be good for whatever DC projects come out in the future.
You're right. I mean, I can see it. I think there's definitely something like that. Even in animation, you know what I mean? Like as long as
Mhm.
it's good, it's fine. Whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't even call for a full reboot either. I just think James Gunn's vision isn't my thing. So if they get somebody
So we
else,
would have to reboot.
probably yeah. That would be a very short-lived universe. That was shorter than fucking than the DCEU, and that shit was dragging his dead body along. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
They were like, "Hey, we can milk some more of this," and everybody's just like, "Hey, there's just nothing to milk out of this franchise.
It's
There's
already
nothing."
dead. It's dead, and you're fucking just dragging it along. And for some reason, James Gunn decided, oh, it's dead. Let me shoot it one more time. Like that.
Well, like I
Shit
said,
was crazy.
I think we even said it too, and just to kind of cap this up already, but like, I think it was DOA. It was dead on arrival,
I would,
and that was
I
and
would
that
say,
was only because of his loud mouth. That was because of the choices that he made when it came down to like promoting his new universe and all that stuff.
yeah,
Like there was a lot of stuff that was inflicted by him himself that he thought that he was gonna that he thought that he was using it to basically prop up his new universe and everything like that. But in the eyes of the fans, nobody gave a shit. You were
true.
just basically cutting other things at the knees. And yeah, you have your diehard gunners or whatever the fuck you want to call them, but believe me, there. When you say the Snyderverse people were like a loud minority, the James Gunn people are a minority to to
Right.
that. They're like a fraction. They're like like this little gap in the pie. It's nobody really cares about James Gunn's universe. Nobody cared. Peacemaker, nobody can give a shit about. I know a lot of. I can personally see the trauma infused James Gunn messaging, and
Right.
I can kind of relate to some of the things that he's doing. But at the end of the day, you wrap it up with orgies and all this extra shit that does not need to be in that show, and you just you shit the bed. I don't know. I feel like he shot himself in the foot when it came to all this.
I would say. And what is he getting out of it? Four movies and what? Three TV shows?
$15 million.
Creature Commandos, Peacemaker season two, Lanterns, and then what?
Supergirl,
Clayface Man tomorrow, and Supergirl.
Clayface, yeah,
Yeah. So
Clayface. Not even a Batman, not even Batman in sight, but we're
yeah.
gonna get a
Yeah,
Clayface.
so like four movies to come out of it. This was not even the beginning of a universe. This was a footnote.
I do feel like
If he leaves,
I do feel like Clayface is gonna be like Blue Beetle, where it's gonna be like is it part? Is it not part? If it's not, then who cares? It's just a solo outing and we could just walk away from it.
right?
I don't think that it's gonna even I think any connection that it has to the DCU is gonna be completely stripped by the time it comes out.
You're probably right. Like you just get like reshot to hell just in case they're like, oh wait, what if people like it? What
I
if
mean,
we do? What
Sony
if
did
we?
it. They put Spider-Man pictures in a trailer and they just fucking said, nope, that's not
That's too
happening.
soon. That's too soon. That's not fair. It's too soon.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, James Gunn's Gods and Monsters is no more. We are now looking at the Superman saga.
Right. The Superman saga.
We're gonna be getting Supergirl, which I mean, we're gonna get Jason Momoa's Lobo, basically starting there. We're gonna get the Supergirl movie, which I do think, and I will say, if any Gunners listen and they're just fuming and just upset at what we're saying, I will give you the shimmering light of hope here. If Supergirl manages to do better than what Superman did and draws attention and is actually a good film, he may have a chance. He might have a little chance. If
Yeah.
it does not work out that way and it flops just like Superman, you're not getting another contract, dude. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
It's a real like slim chance that Supergirl does do it, but I mean, it could do it. It could go.
If he would
It,
have
it
knocked
could.
Superman out of the park, it would have been a different conversation.
Right, but he didn't. So
Mm-mm. No, he basically he did what happened to Clark Kent in the movie, and he got kicked in the Calusi. You feel me?
basically,
It's not very good. But let us know what you guys think. Superman saga is in full effect. No longer is it gods and monsters. Do we think Batman's gonna come out? Let us know. Do you think Wonder Woman's gonna come out? Let us know. Do you think a Waller show's gonna come out? Let us know. Do you think James Gunn's gonna get a contract renewal? Hey man, we gotta know what you guys think. If you guys have hope and optimism, we need to shoot that shit down, kind of a
Oh my
little bit.
god.
Just like we need to not shoot it down, but bring it back to a realistic point, right?
Right.
But let us know what you guys think. Moving on, the Russo brothers apparently are going to be tapped in by Marvel, okay, to basically run the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Secret Wars. So rumor has it, and this is just rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, that the Russo brothers are not just going to come back for Doomsday and Secret Wars, that they are going to be not. I think they will still direct films. I'm not doubting that, but I do think that they're going to be the architect for what's going to come um, after Secret Wars. We already know it's going to be a full reboot. They're going to start basically from scratch when it comes down to the Marvel characters. Maybe we'll see Iron Man again, a different actor playing Iron Man. Maybe we'll see a different actor playing Captain America. We'll see all that. But for the most part, what we know, at least with this rumor, is that the Russo brothers are basically going to be the guide to to the universe. They're basically gonna map out where they're gonna go next and ensure that, basically what Kevin Feige does. But they're gonna be working with Kevin Feige to basically uh, keep the interconnectedness
Hmm.
because let's just say Marvel has had trouble ever since Endgame
Well,
to make that happen.
I mean, at least he's delegating some of the work now. Took him fucking 20 years to do that. Right? At least he's like trickling down, That way they can take it up to him and be like, "Hey, this is the big picture." I have no problem with this. I think the Russo brothers do good work, so it's fine.
I think that I think like I said, I think he's spent. I think he's been I think he basically uh, ran the well dry when it came down to what he was thinking about doing. Unfortunately, we got some of the best stuff out of, the Infinity Saga when it came down to what he was doing and all that good stuff. But we have to admit the Phase 4, Phase 5 was just like, what the fuck are you even
It,
doing,
it,
right?
it had it had gems, but it wasn't anything to like be proud of.
I wouldn't even say that they were gems. I think that
We're
they
not
were
gonna have that
function.
conversation again, but
They were functioning films, sure, they were functioning films, but I don't think that they were. I wouldn't call them gems ever in my life. Um, but there were some functioning films, at least decently. And by the end of it, a lot of they ran back. It was like Thanos is like, where did that lead you? Back to me, and it led them back to the Russo brothers. And obviously, the Russo brothers have done the best work for the MCU, in my opinion. I mean, they gave us Civil War, they gave us what is it, The Winter Soldier, they gave us Infinity War, they gave us Endgame. Quite arguably the best films within the entire franchise. Um, Endgame is still kind of you could still argue Endgame, I guess.
right,
But arguably some of the best entries in the franchise. So the Russo brothers,
they're a good pick if they know how to make superhero
you're
movies.
changing your tune though, because I wasn't done, okay? You're changing your tune because
Oh my
before
goodness.
you used to say, and I'm gonna repeat it for you because you said it, you used to say that the Russo brothers can't do anything outside of Marvel. They can. They basically have been out of luck, right? They try to
Right.
do the Electric State that really did. I mean, who cares? They try
Yeah.
to do that Apple TV movie with Tom Holland. Cherry? Who cares? Like they try to do other things, and I can agree with you. They basically were regular directors that seemed like they were up and coming, making these films, and they're basically flopping. So I agreed with you with that. But you said, you said that they they're no good unless they're there. So I
Exactly.
mean, if they're there, and I mean, if you basically say that, I mean, you didn't say these words, but it kind of sounds like it, like they're basically hacks outside of Marvel. Like, I mean, is this? That's the best way to put it. Is this kind of like the pigeonhole that The Rock was talking about? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
100%. I have no. I'm not backtracking. I think it's crazy. I think as long as they're doing Marvel stuff, it's okay. Like they're Marvel stuff is what people care for, And like the people could shit on Infinity War and Endgame all they want, but those were pretty good, well-made movies, and I think they can pull it together and try and tie a good bow at the end of this whole multiverse, Civil War, fucking or Secret War saga, whatever they're calling it. I think they can pull it together. I think they're the only ones capable of doing that.
So they're back where they belong.
Exactly. They may be hacks, but under Marvel, they're fucking geniuses compared to everybody else. So it's okay.
It's the yin to the yang where Fahi's like, hey, let's do all this crazy shit. They could just be like, that shit's not gonna sell. We're
Right?
not
Like
gonna do
they're
that.
just gonna be like, listen, we need to do this and all that stuff. And like I could trust them with the X Men. I think that's not a big deal.
Hmm.
That sounds pretty cool. Pretty solid.
Yeah, I kind of don't want that director to be in there, but I think with their, I would say with their
Like producing and like keeping everything on
guiding the
track.
universe, I think we could probably do that.
I
Yeah.
would say
Yeah.
yeah. That sounds
That's another thing that I liked about them too, and I mean they're doing it again for Doomsday and for Secret Wars. It sounds like from behind the scenes, but even with Infinity War and Endgame, they would call the directors and the respective directors that kind of brought them into the universe and everything, and kind of keep their stories in line to make sure that they're staying true within the universe and stuff like that. So they do their due diligence and all that stuff. I know James Gunn said that he didn't like that they basically killed off Gamora and all that stuff, which out of his control. They still called him in to kind of get his perspective when it comes down to his characters, but whatever they decide to do in the film, that's their decision and what
right.
they have to do, right? But there was just all those, those little things where it's like, yeah, they would do that, but then they basically did whatever they want with the characters, and that's what they have to do when it comes to the film, right?
Right.
I think it's the best way to put it is like if you see the characters on a board, and even though you don't want to Ahsoka your universe, right? Basically, like you don't want to Dave Filoni that bitch where you just can't let it go, so you
Right.
just keep holding on to it.
Mm.
At least the Russo brothers are gonna be impartial about it and be like, well, they should probably bite the dust in this film.
Yeah, if they
They,
gotta go for character development, we'll see them in a flashback or something. Like that's fine. That's not a big deal. Like
hmm
I think them having the actual like integrity to kill off characters is pretty solid. I can't lie.
All right. All right, we're on the same page. I appreciate it. I see. I was kind of thinking that this conversation was going to go differently because they did go back to the wheelhouse. But I mean, if you're okay with them being
I'm
there,
okay.
then
I'm okay with that. 100%. I'm okay with that. That's like I know they do good stuff at Marvel, so I'm okay with them doing good stuff at Marvel. But this is like if like I didn't for perspective. This was like I didn't like John Watts and him doing Spider Man, and then Kevin Feige was like, well, he's in charge of everything at Marvel. I'd be like, this fucking sucks. Like,
Mm.
but the Russo brothers do good. I think people that have a vendetta with them, they've they don't understand because they have probably produced more bangers for the MCU. And James Gunn can be mad about Gamora for sure, but like I said, I think there's they did a lot more emotionally and character wise with these characters than James Gunn did in 3 movies. So
And technically you got Gamora back. Not the same Gamora, but I mean,
I think she should have been dusted because she was part of Thanos' army. But sure, I guess James Gunn can, as you put it, fucking Dave Filoni that shit. Fucking,
you hate to see it.
he could just save her, you know?
You just hate to see that. You just hate to see it. Like, like to be honest, I think Ahsoka should have died in Order 66, but I mean, here she is. Apparently got her own TV show and she's an old
You
lady. She's
gotta,
an old lady now.
we're not doing all that. No one should have
Whatever, dude. If
Order
Ahsoka can
sixty
outlive
six,
Obi-Wan
man.
Kenobi, I don't want to hear it, dude. Yeah, that's right. Ahsoka can outlive Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
Mm.
she wasn't the one fucking watching somebody on a planet getting turned into a goddamn raisin. All right,
No, she just went in between worlds to survive.
she got saved though.
No,
And
she went in between.
technically, before she got saved, she died before Obi Wan. So what do you say?
Let us know what you guys think. All right. Let us know what you guys think about the Russo brothers and then them coming back for Marvel. We're not going into the Star Wars debate because I just pulled out the Triumph card, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Ray's not a Skywalker. Okay, I win. Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll move it on. Let us know what you guys think. We got Sabrina Carpenter making her acting debut or coming back to
She's
acting. I know that she was
she's a
in
Disney
Disney
star.
Channel.
Disney Channel
Yeah, she
star.
was a Disney star. She's gonna be coming back. Apparently, and this is she's been at this for a while. Universal is going to be producing an Alice in Wonderland film where she's going to be starring and also producing the film. She did pitch this to Netflix back in 2020, where she was supposed to do a concert called, it was supposed to be like an Alice in Wonderland concert for a
Like
Netflix
like in
release.
theme.
Yeah, in theme. It was supposed to be like her name was Alice, and the concert was supposed to be like Wonderland, and it was
Um,
supposed to be like a play on Alice in Wonderland. So it was like a whole pitch. Nothing really came out of that. So I'm guessing she basically picked it up, got a better publicist and all that stuff in these past few years. Basically she's been dominating everything. You can't walk anywhere without either seeing Sabrina Carpenter or Sydney Sweeney all
her
over the damn
music. Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah.
So Sabrina Carpenter basically took it to Universal, and Universal said, "Hell yeah, that's a good story." It's not gonna be a concert type thing. They are
It'll be
gonna
like
get
a real
actual
movie.
writers and make a new Alice in Wonderland film. It's gonna be based on the Alice in Wonderland books. It's Universal's gonna be floating the bill for this one, and I do think that this is kind of coming off the heels of the obviously the success of Wicked and whatnot.
I
You
would
know,
say.
getting an actual pop star singer and putting them in this timeless classic and everything. Now Universal says, "Hey, we're gonna ching cash on that." Alice in Wonderland with Sabrina Carpenter. What do you think about that?
I thought this was more of a Disney property. I guess I don't know how it works.
I think it hit the public domain a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, if Universal can do it, that's fine. I thought so too. Like once you said this, I immediately thought, oh, it's because Wicked did pretty fucking good. So I have no problem. I mean, I think she can sing. I only know her from her acting in the TV show that she did, The Girl Meets World. If she thinks she's better in acting and stuff, then sure, just give her a movie. I guess that's fine.
They just gotta tame this girl to not do any sexual innuendos and shit like that with Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to see all that.
I don't
And
want to see the Eiffel Tower with Tweedledee and Tweedledum
yeah,
and her
yeah,
in the middle.
I ain't trying to see all that either. I think they gotta
No.
stay away from that. Like, hey, you can write a song or two, but don't get crazy.
Yeah. If Tweedledum is throwing it in a circle, we don't want to see that
Yeah,
shit,
no, no, no.
okay?
We don't need all that.
I do want to see a more updated version. I know the last time we seen Alice in Wonderland was with Disney, and that was like Tim Burton's
Exactly. Yeah.
theme. It was like a darker tone. Johnny Depp was in there too.
Hmm.
I liked it. It was cool, but I did want to see more of a live action of the original Alice in Wonderland that came out back in
Right.
like the 80s
But you don't
and
even
shit,
like
right?
you don't even like musicals. So, I mean, are you still gonna be down for this?
That's where I was gonna kind of get to next is that like okay, I wanted a kind of like a one for one adaptation in a way, kind of like what Wicked's doing. They're kind of not going into Dorothy's story, but they're doing their own thing. I wanted to see something like that, Alice in Wonderland's perspective, where it was like still part of that same story, but maybe elevated to a different height. Using it as a musical was not in my
It's not on the bingo card.
not it wasn't on my bingo card. I do know that there was songs. Obviously, the Cheshire Cat had a song.
Yeah.
The Mad Hatter had a song. I mean, they sang in that one too, but I just don't want it. I guess it's not under Disney, so we're not gonna get like this crazy version of it. I'm just more like, I wonder.
It'll be like the same vibe as Wicked, where like they're
Wicked, yeah,
actually like
basically.
singing.
hmm
I don't have a problem with that. I guess that's fine. I was put
Did you
on
like
game.
Wicked? You said you watched the first one.
Yeah, I was put on game. I think it's pretty solid. It's okay. Yeah, the second one comes out in what, a week. So
Yeah, not a lot of marketing with this one. I guess they're really riding on the coattails of how successful the first one was. So.
I would say, and I mean, doing it a year apart, that's not too bad. Like that's okay.
Did you see that Ariana Grande got harassed on the red carpet
I
and
I did not see it.
Cynthia Varro was like, "Get away from her."
No, I didn't see that.
Let me see if I can pull that up for you real quick before we move it on.
Okay, but yeah, no, that's crazy. I mean, harassed. What what they do?
My shit's in caps. I'm yelling at Google right now.
Find me the
Oh,
video,
it's this
damn
one
it.
right. It was this one right here. Let me see if it. Oh yeah. So they're walking.
Oh shit. Damn, she stepped in like one of her bodyguards.
Apparently, this is the same man too who went on stage with Katy Perry,
Oh
and he was
shit.
like on there while she was singing. And yeah, apparently this dude's been a menace, but that happened on the red
He's
carpet.
just figuring it out ways to.
Yeah, he finally got arrested for like public something, whatever it's called. What is it called? Disorderly conduct or some
Right,
shit like
something
that.
like
He has
that.
to pay like a fine in Singapore or some shit for that.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
like fucking uh I don't know what it's called.
yeah, it's like
Public
public harassment or some
something
shit
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah. And she could totally press charges for that too, like, her own kind of harassment charge, but it doesn't look too bad. But the girl seemed like she just like was ready for on 10 toes fucking her own
She was about
bodyguard
a
type shit. Yeah. She
don't
gonna
touch Ariana Grande.
yeah, gonna cast her
Um,
own fucking spell and beat his ass or something.
but yeah, so Sabrina Carpenter coming in with her own musical to kind of capitalize. I mean, it's good that I guess it's kind of good that Netflix sat on it and brushed it under the thing, and they were like, "We're not doing that for you," and because she was able to pitch it to Universal, and here we are. We're gonna be getting an Alice in Wonderland musical.
That's not bad. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I guess I'm okay with it too. I'm not a big Sabrina Carpenter fan. I mean, I know you used to watch all her Disney Channel stuff for sure.
Right.
But like I I personally I haven't seen her acting chops. And
Uh,
I think that's just my little worry when it comes to this film.
right. You gotta. I mean, she hasn't really done much outside of the Disney stuff. So yeah, I guess
I was gonna
it's
say,
just like this is kind of like Ariana Grande, where you're kind of skeptical because she hasn't done it in a while. But I think she should be fine.
you think she got it in the bag kind of?
Yeah, I think it should be all right.
I mean, she does her little skits on stage too, right? Doesn't she put like a whole movie at the end where it's like her
Yeah.
talking to the fans and everything? I mean, I guess that doesn't take a lot of acting, but I don't know. Maybe she has it in the bag. I'm just not a I guess I'm not in the loop with Sabrina
Yeah, you're not a
Carpenter's.
Carpenter fan.
Oh, John Carpenter,
Oh, we're
Halloween.
talking about obviously we're
Okay,
talking
we're
about
to
her.
a totally different Carpenter. I get it, dude. I get it. Whatever. Let us know
Do
what you
you
guys
no?
think, though. Let us know what you guys think. Sabrina Carpenter bringing Alice in Wonderland to life. Original music from Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, it sounds like she's gonna put her all into this if this is something that's been kind of brewing since 2020. So
Right.
I guess I piqued my interest to want to watch it, I guess. So I guess I'll have to wait for a trailer. Let us know what you guys think, though. Moving on, Star Trek is happening. It's moving forward. Obviously, we heard it's not happening with the original cast. Chris Pine and them is not gonna come back for this. John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein, who directed Dungeons and Dragons, are gonna be helming this new adventure for Star Trek. Paramount Skydance is gonna basically put out a whole rebooted universe. It's not going to be attached to anything that was previously made with any Star Trek property. No Picard, no nothing like that. This is going to be its own original thing, kind of like what they did with the Chris Pine one, where
Right.
they basically made a new timeline,
Just start from
right? I think,
scratch.
yeah, they're going to start it from scratch. So, I mean, am I excited for this? Kind of. Do I a little bit of my bones feel like an announcement's gonna come out where Tom Cruise is gonna be um the main guy, Chris Pine spot. What was it? What's the name again? William Shatner spot. Captain
Fucking
Kirk.
yeah,
I
Kirk.
feel like Tom Cruise is gonna be Kirk.
I don't know.
Mark my words.
I mean,
Mark my words.
I'm not too excited for this. We was kind of hoping we'd get a sequel, but I know we kind of talked about that, and that's not happening. So I mean,
I think time's passed too much. I think the last one came out what 2018, 2017.
yeah, yeah, probably yeah. It's probably been too long. I think that's okay. I think if this one can manage to do what the other ones did and basically modernize it and make it cool and like all that stuff, I guess it's fine. I'm down.
Skydance is gonna make it cool.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just my thing I don't worry about. I know that there's gonna be like plenty of action because now they're in charge of Paramount. And remember, we talked about the CEO was basically like, we're not
Right.
doing any of that pussy woke shit. We're gonna give it to y'all for sure.
Fucking, we're hard men.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking,
Set phasers to MAGA. No.
yeah, fucking.
Uh, so we're basically gonna get something crazy, and I do wholeheartedly believe that Kirk's gonna be Tom Cruise. I feel like I know the future, and if it's not him, he's been approached, and he's either gonna deny it, but I do think that this is a big role, and he won't deny.
Probably. You think he's that nerdy? I don't know.
I don't think he's nerdy, because I even like I know with like Jack Reacher that when that movie came out, he even said himself, he was like, I'm not the person for this role. This is not for me, but
Mm,
I will make it my own. So I know Tom Cruise will want to try it, and I do think that they are going to ask him. And a little part of me thinks he's not going to say no, because you're going to be the captain of the ship for real, for real. You're going to
right.
be in charge of the franchise. You're going to have all this stuff.
Mm.
He's going to basically be able to start a new franchise now that Mission Impossible's over. And that's just my own theory. Take it with a grain of salt, whatever. I do think it's going to happen though.
Maybe. I guess I could see that. I mean, it's a fucking nightmare timeline for sure, but I guess that's okay. I hope everybody else does okay. Like, I hope they pick out good people.
Yeah,
But
because I don't even know who could do Spock. I don't
right,
know who
I don't
who
know.
anybody
When
else.
you showed me the other one, and I was like, okay, this guy looks exactly like the old guy.
Hmm.
So I mean, I thought it was cool. I thought that was a nice little thing. I don't know if they're gonna end up doing that whole thing where they tie it again to the older stuff. I don't know. It could be cool. But, it just would make what would Trekkies be mad at this? I don't know.
Imagine it's like, oh, they jump into the timeline help that they get is from the Chris Pine crew. That would be pretty cool, but yeah, it's a long shot. I don't think, and they are explicitly saying, especially in this article, that it's not going to be tied to anything, unconnected to anything previously done.
It's gonna start its own new stuff. So then, would that mean we start from Picard? Like, are we gonna get Picard first, and then somewhere down the line introduce Kirk, or are we just gonna start like
They could
with
do that.
Kirk?
I think they could possibly do that where they can start with Picard and move on to that. That would be more original and they probably move away from whatever they did before. But like I said, my brain automatically says they want Tom Cruise.
Okay. I think for a good Kirk though, I think I said this last time. I would think Austin Butler, someone like that, could be cool.
Yeah, Austin Butler for sure. I think he would be cool. I think I was giving it some thought. I think we even said to like Michael B. Jordan if they do decide to like race swap him, that's fine too.
Yeah,
But it would just have to be somebody suave and somebody who can kind of do it. And like I said, they have somebody in their own backyard who would be willing
who
to
kind of fits
take the
that whole thing.
franchise. Yeah, and that's like I
Let's
don't know.
let's just pray it
I
doesn't
I
happen.
do but like I said, yeah. Well, I want to pray it doesn't happen, but at the same time, I want to see what happens,
This is a
right?
nightmare
So
timeline, bro. This is like the Mummy. This is like the same pipeline.
we're just gonna see Tom Cruise running down the halls of. That's gonna be the opening trailer. It's gonna be Tom Cruise running down the halls of like the Enterprise and shit.
He's gonna be like Captain on deck, and it's him running into it, and then it's gonna show his face, and it's gonna be like
Hmm.
get me contact with the ship, and then it'll go through the whole trailer. I see the
Imagine
vision.
Top Gun in with Star Trek. Imagine Top Gun with Star Trek. Imagine what kind of things they could possibly do with that.
I don't
I
know.
do. I
Maybe
just see. It seems like a no-brainer to me. Like I would
this
just,
big ass ship is not maneuvering through all that.
he'll make it happen. Tom Cruise will make it happen.
Oh my
I kind
god.
of feel it.
I sure
Let
hope
us
so.
know what you guys think, though. Star Trek is coming back. Let us know who you might think could be, Captain Kirk. If they do go the Picard way, who could be Picard?
Right.
Uh, But I will say that is my theory. That I will hold on to that theory because if it
Okay.
does happen, I'm gonna be like, I fucking knew it. They have no original ideas because
I'm gonna have to fucking choke you out for speaking such things into existence. I don't know.
I would have to choke them out because they literally just took the first idea that came into their head and that's literally the first thing that I could think of.
They're
So I
like,
mean,
you made me correct, damn it. No.
basically, that's basically like I said. I'm still down for the ride if they do pick them. I want to see kind of like what he can do is I know we're gonna see some crazy shit and some crazy running. And Tom Cruise needs a franchise,
Right,
I mean,
right.
I think he even said that he wants to bring back the Days of Thunder franchise. You don't even know what that
I
is.
don't.
That's his racing franchise, and that's all because of F1.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that one came out back in the
Oh
90s.
my god. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't know that one.
Yeah. Well, if you get a chance, it's pretty good. That one's pretty good. When he was actually taking acting really, really seriously. That one and Vanilla Sky. If you haven't seen Vanilla Sky, good.
Okay.
Let us know what you guys think, though. Move it on, Josh. If you couldn't get these little
Oh
guys out of your
hell.
head, well, here we are again. We're getting a Labubu movie coming from Sony Pictures Entertainment. They acquired the rights and they said, "Hey, Labubu, absolute cinema."
God, I throw it away. This, take Gremlins, take Cat in the Hat, throw it all away. I don't think we need this. This sounds ridiculous.
You'd want to see a
This
Labubu?
no, this thing specifically is a trend that I think was planted by the Chinese government. This is crazy. This thing is not gonna last past a year. Throw it away. It's not a ticket. It's not.
You think they're gonna go the Gremlin route when it comes to these Labubus?
I would think they look like little gremlins, right? Like I'm not tweaking when I say that. Like they look like the sweet version of a gremlin before, and then watch they're gonna be like, "Don't get them wet," or "Don't feed them," or whatever the fuck, and then it'll turn into something evil.
They're gonna be all cute and shit, and then they're gonna turn into like evil dolls.
Yes,
What a way to sell Labubus. What a way to sell them. Yeah, this was something that came recently. I didn't even think that they would have made a motion picture, but then again, they made the Emoji Movie. Think about that. Sony made the Emoji
that
Movie.
shit was
Um,
ass. How can
so
you make something like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and then jump around to this? Fuck. This is gross. We don't need this. Throw it away.
everybody likes Labubus, man.
No, they
Everybody likes.
don't. No, they don't. People think they like it because it's like the new thing. It's like fucking, when everybody wanted the goddamn when they turned that one brand into fucking high quality shit. What was it? The Walmart brand, fucking Champion.
Oh,
Everybody
hmm.
thinks they want Champion, but nobody wants Champion. This is the same thing.
Nobody wants Labubu.
No, everybody wanted a fidget spinner. Everybody wanted like it's shit like that where it comes up and then people like they've been around forever, but then some rich person buys it and then they're like, oh, this is the wave. Everybody's doing this now.
So
Like
why do you think Sony wants to make a Labubu movie if it's just a trend that's gonna go?
because they think they'll cash in on something that won't be around for more than
Well,
a
technically, didn't
year.
isn't Labubu's like last year still already? Well,
No, this the boo boos are a relative thing. People are still going into debt over these things. Like Funko Pops were big, but now they're dying out. These are gonna it's gonna happen. Same thing to this fucking little toy.
not if Sony can cash in and capitalize.
They're not gonna do that. This isn't gonna. This is such a bad move. Like I wish I could look at them in the face and be like, "This is a bad move." They're not gonna survive the winter.
I'm just saying, if they didn't get that hint when they decided to do a Sony villain Spider-Man spin-offs, like I don't know.
I
Wasn't there like an article that just came out too where they were like, "Hey, we couldn't put the Spider-Man logo on his chest
fucking
because we had to
them.
reinvent him and shit like that, and we
So
didn't know
stupid. So
anything else,
stupid.
any
I
other way to
like.
do it."
This is the thing. Like creatives over there think they know, but they don't. If that were such a struggle, bro, have him with it already. That way, when Venom is like, "Hey, fucking, what the fuck?" Sorry, my computer acting crazy. Sorry.
Mhm.
One, two, three. That fucking just have Venom with it. So that way, when he goes to San Francisco and he's talking about, "Oh, I was kicked out of New York," it could have been because of Spider Man. And then boom, he has a spider. He's acting like how he's supposed to, lethal protecting type shit. Like shit's crazy. That's crazy. I think they take the way they think is gonna work, but it's lazy. They were lazy about that whole universe. Crazy.
So Labubu is a lazy buy, a
Yes.
lazy
Oh my
franchise,
god. Yes. I've never
kind of like
seen
the
such a
Emoji Movie.
Yes, I've never seen such a crazy ass fucking concept before. This is crazy. This is cash grab for cash grab steak. Only thing is they're gonna go broke trying to do it. This, holy damn.
So, I mean, fair to say, Labubu doesn't have your ticket in
No, not ever. Not now. Not in the future. Not ever.
yeah, they don't even have a release date for this movie. So I guess by the time this movie comes out, the wave's gone.
The waiver will be gone. Yes.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think, though. Do you guys have Labubus? Are you guys excited about this? Will you take your Labubu companion to the Labubu movie? Brought to you by Sony Pictures. I, Me personally, I don't think I will. I wonder if my kids are gonna ask me about this.
Don't even show them, man. Don't show them. Don't do
Well,
this to them.
because John liked the Labubus.
Exactly, because he's a child and it's the wave right now. Pretty soon it won't be the wave anymore, and he'll be
Mm.
asking you for the next big thing.
We'll have to wait and see. I don't know, but I hope it's not a dad take me to Labubu, please. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on though, let's get to the trailers, the good stuff, what we're here for. First things first, we're gonna start with the Toy Story 5 teaser trailer because it is so short. And then we'll make our way to Super Mario Galaxy
All
and
right,
all
cool.
that good conversations that we have to do. First things first, obviously we know that Toy Story 5 uh is going to be basically based on tablets this time, right?
Yeah,
That's basically what we know about that the toys are out, tablets are in, iPad kids are a thing nowadays. Um, going to be toys going up against that. One thing that I don't think is going to get answered here in the teaser trailer, and I don't even know if it's ever going to get addressed, but Woody and Buzz split up in the last movie.
yeah,
They made it a big deal, like, oh, we're never going to see each other again.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are we just picking up where we left off? Are they totally ignoring Toy Story 4? What do we think's going to happen?
I would hope they find a way to address it, even if it's like, oh shit, we need your help, something like that. I don't know. It would be very stupid for them to just be like, hey man, imagine if like that would be fucking stupid.
Some of the chatter was saying that this is supposed to be more of a Jesse story.
Oh, then why would we need Woody there?
Well, Woody's like the
Jesse,
counterpart.
we kind of saw Jesse's whole story play out already, right? I mean, her whole thing is probably going to be that she doesn't want to be replaced or abandoned or left behind, whatever. That's fine. But let's just get into it, man.
All
I'm
right.
not speculating this hard for Toy Story 5.
Bonnie, there's a package for you. Oh, it's very well.
Oh, so they're back together.
Right.
No explanation, but we're just supposed to assume that it's going to be explained in the movie. Um, we saw everybody, the usual suspects, some new characters, right? We're gonna get a girlfriend for the sport that just didn't want to be alive in the last movie.
Yeah.
Um, Mr. Potato Head is coming back, which is going to be interesting because I
Yeah.
think they scraped together the last few lines that they could of the original actor. So I wonder if they're going to get somebody else to do it for Toy Story 5. And like I said, they said Jesse's supposed to be the main character of this movie, so she's here again. And then we got the lily pad. So we got basically everything that we need in this teaser, except for the explanation why these two are back together.
Right. I mean, I really hope the movie goes to at least explain it, but I guess it's fine. Unless
The
this is
animation
like,
looks good.
it's crisp. It's too crisp, in my opinion. Does that make any sense? Like, I thought 3 was a good fine polish, but now it seems like they're trying to keep adding crispiness to it, and it looks weird. It looks too clean, you know?
Mm, animation is becoming lifelike.
Yeah, like it's too clean. Other than that, I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't really care. I think Toy Story 3 is where this whole franchise ends. So
Right? Toy Story 3 is where it basically
yeah, kind of like
it came
Fast
to
and
a
Furious.
conclusion.
Fast 7 was supposed to be the last one. I'll let 8 slide because it's okay, But you expect me to believe 9 and 10 happened? Ain't no way.
You liked it. You liked that.
I only
You
liked it
said
because
I
of
love
Jason
that
Momoa.
movie,
I only like because Jason Momoa.
but you still advocated for that bitch.
Yeah, because of Jason Momoa. He knows how to
What
carry.
a what a bad example. What a bad, what a bad example. But yeah, I agree with you. Toy Story 3 was basically the end. I know a lot of people are like, "Well, Toy Story 4 was relevant." No, it fucking wasn't. Nobody cares about Toy Story 4. Nobody cares what happened.
I like,
Nobody cares about Bo Peep coming back and blah 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 blah. Nobody
yeah,
cares.
right? Like, no one cares. I like the idea that they're pushing the boundaries of what sentience is in this universe. So you're telling me the
Hmm.
whole iPad is going to come to life? That's crazy.
Does it play dead?
Is it going to be like fear of AI? Like, is that what they're going for? They're going to do like,
I think that's probably gonna be like the conclusion. That and obviously, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos where it's like, you have the kid on the phone or something like that when their old grandpa's right across from them just trying to have a conversation and they don't want to talk and the kid is just all mind numbed because it's just tablets and whatnot and blah 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 blah.
yeah,
So I mean, will we see something like that with Bonnie and all that good stuff? I don't know. I'm kind of upset that we had three movies with the original kid, what's his name? Andy,
Andy.
with Andy, and he grew up. Now we got two movies, and Bonnie's still a kid. So are we gonna
Right.
eventually get to when Bonnie grows up
They'll
and leaves them,
fucking,
or are we just gonna always stick with Bonnie being a child for the rest of the time?
yeah, they'll fucking like time jump and all of a sudden she's an adult. I mean, at least like when Andy was like still a teenager, he still wanted to take his toys with him or Woody with him at least.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, when he turned to adult, he gifted them away. I guess it's too soon to gift these people away because we haven't seen them. We haven't really gotten anything new outside of what a fork and a knife. Like that doesn't make any sense. These movies have no heart. They're just being made to be made.
Yeah, yeah. Forky got a girlfriend, and it's a knife.
Right? Crazy.
So it's a plastic knife. I wonder if I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
Shit's crazy.
Um, and I mean, maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe we didn't see Bonnie, so maybe she is in her teenage years. But I see a lily pad, and I assume she's still gonna be like 7 to 8,
Right.
something like.
She's gonna be like a little bit more older to basically handle technology. So I mean,
But not too much to the point where she's a teenager or nothing like that. So I don't know.
yeah.
And then weird to keep this franchise going past Toy Story 3.
At that point, reboot. I don't
If
know.
Toy Story 4 was supposed to be like that separation, well, we should have probably gotten a movie where they get back together and not
Yeah.
just give us a trailer where they're back together.
Exactly. They should. But I'm sure the movie's gonna lazily explain it. I don't know.
Probably. Let us know what you guys think, though. Toy Story 5 teaser trailers out right now. It's doing really well. A lot of people were kind of chattering about it, but I think just like us, we just need to wait for we're gonna need a full-on trailer for this one.
Yeah.
I wonder why they turned the comments off.
Probably because they were getting spammed with fucking. We don't need this. We don't need this. Who asked for this type shit. That's probably why.
Damn, I wish I would have read the comments before. I'll look for it later. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on, we do have the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer as well. Um, was hearing a lot of chatter about this one. All right, a lot of people were uh acute. I seen a campaign,
Oh.
okay, and I don't know where this all this stuff's coming from, where fans want to snitch and shit like that. I
Okay.
don't condone it. I don't condone snitching, okay? But they were apparently tagging Sony Pictures to basically sue Universal for a certain theme song that's in this movie. Um, and I thought it was crazy until, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did wind up watching this trailer because I wanted to know from an unpartial person if they can hear it. Didn't say a word, let the trailer play. John caught the music like that, and he even was like, huh, "What is that?" So I'm gonna let you watch it, and you let
Okay.
me know if you can hear it.
Okay.
Wait, first, have you heard any of this chatter?
And I don't think so. No. This is the first time I'm
Okay.
hearing about this trailer actually.
All right, let's get into it. So it was confirmed that Rosalina is gonna be played by Brie Larson as well.
Oh, cool.
But did you catch what I was putting down?
Yeah, that little like twang for Bowser Jr. Right?
Yeah, I'll do it one more time. No, he's being played by one of the Do for bros.
Oh, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I heard it. I don't know if you can sue for that because they could totally be like well it doesn't it leads into like the bigger song. It's just the beginning. You know, I don't think you can like copyright a guitar string or a violin string, whatever that was. So I mean, I don't know if that's copyright infringement.
Do you know where it comes from though?
Yeah, it sounded like the Prowler theme. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. And then a lot of people were saying, well, it's a Prowler look. This looks like Prowler, but there's an in-game explanation for this, I think, right? There's
I
like
don't
a
know. I have not played Mario Galaxy. I don't know. I don't even know if Bowser Jr.'s in that motherfucker. like, I don't. I have no idea.
yeah, I think there was an in-game explanation for the purple and all that stuff. I don't think that it's because of Prowler. They just picked it up. I will say the note is completely similar because like I said, I played it for John. I didn't say nothing. This part played. He heard the string and he was like, "Isn't that from the Spider-Man movie?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, how did you catch that so easily?" But I guess it's just a noticeable string that everybody caught it. Do you condone snitching, sir?
No.
Are you gonna email Sony Pictures and say hire a lawyer right now?
No. I don't think. I don't think that matters. I think it's just a like a single note. I don't think that matters too much.
Bowser Jr. is the Prowler? Yeah, yeah, that's it's this one says I love how Bowser has zero hate towards Luigi.
right? He didn't do nothing to him. He just Mario.
Mario said it's
That
trash.
that scene with the pictures looked crazy. The
Yeah,
animation looks still pretty solid.
I like it. I'm down for a Mario movie, and I think the first one had me intrigued to the point where I was like, okay, if they do another one, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
It seems like they're really expanding, where the first one seemed like they took a couple inspiration from like the original game and a couple other things. This one seems like they're mashing like four different games together.
Yeah. Uh. Right. I mean.
Galaxy, Odyssey, I think Super Mario 2.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're going bigger and grander for like what's newer, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
And
oh, I thought we were gonna.
we haven't even gotten to the other villains either.
Mm-mm.
Like we play Super Mario World now, and it's like you have to go to each castle, and each castle has like their own big bad. We haven't seen any of those ones either.
Yeah. I think they might lean into that with this one because usually when Bowser Jr. is protecting, it's like Bowser Jr. is like the one before Bowser. So I think
Right.
that we might see that throughout this one. That's why we got like oh, that was another one, Mario Kart. We saw Mario Kart in there.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we're getting to that point where we're gonna see like different zones, the desert and all that stuff, like where we're gonna see these boss battles happen. But for the most part, Bowser Jr. seems like he's going to be the main guy who's going to be protecting Bowser, and then we're going to eventually get to that and maybe lead to a third part. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of
Oh,
the chatter is Bowser Jr. is the Prowler.
that's crazy. I think people are.
Snitch to Sony.
I know, crazy. You guys are a bunch of rats.
Yeah, no, I don't condone snitching, but I will say it does sound
Very much so. I agree.
Universal. You got some explaining to do for 100%. So, yeah, check out the trailer though. I saw Grace Randolph too. She was over here getting a lot of flack because she basically said Brie Larson's gonna tank this whole movie.
I don't know what the fuck she did to people. I understand she probably just talks crazy, but like
That's the reason
she
why.
doesn't do anything wrong. I think she's an okay actress. Like she's fine.
You just said what she did wrong. She talks crazy.
She only talks like kind of crazy, and that's around other coworkers that are also like hyping themselves up. You're telling me she can't hype herself up? That's crazy.
Brie
I don't.
Larson has had a track record, I will say.
Yeah, but it can't be worse than Zachary Levi's. Boom's.
If you want to go one for one, I will say PEMDAS. They cancel each other out for sure.
Okay, all right, all right. I
Yeah,
guess that's true. All right.
yeah. PEMDAS.
PEMDOS.
PEMDAS. Let us know what you guys think though. The Super Mario trailer, Super Mario Galaxy trailer is out right now. Um, we don't condone snitching,
We don't. So
so
don't
don't
do
do
it.
that. Yeah, if you're gonna watch the trailer and be like, "I'm snitching," don't you fucking do it.
We don't
All right.
condone that. but you
No,
can't. You
we're,
can do it if you want. Like that's fine.
we are moving on. Josh, you're gonna see Justin Hammer, but just not in the Justin Hammer capacity. Sam Rockwell, Zazie Beetz, and Michael Pena are coming together for Good Luck, Have Fun, and Don't Die. I don't know what this movie's about, but it's an action comedy. Like I said, Sam Rockwell's in there, Justin Hammer himself, and I know you're a fan.
Mhm.
You're a fan of him, so
He's very good.
I'm excited to see your reaction to this movie. So let's get into it.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah, all the rave right now is, humanity versus AI. But
Yeah.
who was it? James Cameron touched up on it back when Terminator came out, and I think he's been on that train ever since. He's like,
Right.
yeah, this shit's gonna happen one day. So this movie is probably gonna be like vindication for him, right? But AI has kind of been all the talk. The AI is gonna take over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technology's gonna crash. Blah 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 blah.
It's gonna
So,
be like parodying it or whatever.
hmm
That's
I'm
pretty
down
good.
for it.
Yeah, that looked
Yeah.
pretty good.
I'm just more of a. I wonder how long this trend is gonna last for. This whole AI is gonna take over the world, and then when it doesn't happen, are these movies? It's kind of like watching 2012. It's like we were all scared it was gonna happen. The movie came out,
Mm.
pumped some fear into us. 2012 didn't happen, and it just became a movie of the past.
Yeah.
So it's like, eh.
I
I
think
think a
I
lot of
think
these AI movies are gonna be like that.
probably, but I think they're always gonna be fun to turn on and be like, "Oh, hey, remember when we all thought that was gonna happen? Crazy."
And well, do you do that with 2012?
No.
Do you do that with the San Andreas Fault?
Yeah.
What is it? San Andreas?
I watched Down for the Rock. Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, I
No.
don't. I've never
Yeah.
seen it. I fooled you. No, I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen San Andreas?
No.
That's what I'm saying, because you didn't believe that the fault was gonna ever falter.
Why would it?
The tectonic plates, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Bill Nye.
Global
Let's
shift and whatnot.
Bill Nye. Can we just keep moving?
I'm just saying, dude, if it does happen, California's going first, dude.
Okay, let it. They better not let me intervene. That's all I'm saying.
You're just gonna stand there like,
Yeah. Where am I gonna?
as you
Where am I gonna go?
you're catching a plane, buddy. You're gonna have to 2012 it and just fly a plane on your own.
I don't know if I can do that.
You don't know how to fly a plane?
No, you?
Oh, I'm a fast learner.
All right, all right. I guess we're just crashing into shit. That's what.
No. You think Tom Cruise knew how to fly? No, but he learned.
I think Tom Cruise is a different breed. Not everybody is like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you're right. I can't run down corridors for fun.
I don't text and drive, but like, is it the same thing that the rules apply to text and fly? You know what I mean? Like,
Autopilot is a thing. But yeah, AI is one of those movies. That's the only thing I worry about these movies when it comes to AI is just more like, will they go away in the wind,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like everything else?
Will they age like fine wine? Probably not, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, unless AI does take over and we're like, damn, we should have listened. We should have listened, but I don't think then. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But
Yeah, no,
yeah, exciting. It looks good. Sam Rockwell, he's always a blast. I love seeing him.
he's good.
I think his delivery when it comes down to these like comedic movies, even when like I said, Justin Hammer and Iron Man 2, like his comedic tone when he delivers some lines is just you can't just not laugh at
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's just my thing. But let us know what you guys think. Good luck, have fun, don't die. It's a February movie, so I mean you can kind of worry about that a little bit.
A little bit.
But let us know what you guys think. Last but not least, I pulled this one up for one and one reason only. It's because Ice Spice is in this movie.
Oh
All right, and I
Lord.
know what you're wondering. What would Ice Spice be doing in this movie? I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, this movie is the new SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, and you must have Ice Spice in it.
No, we
Okay,
don't.
you must. You need to figure out where she's at. Okay, and you let me know if you find her. I haven't seen this trailer, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna Leonardo DiCaprio it and be like,
Okay.
there she is. But she is in this trailer, and I know that only because she did an announcement on Twitter and everything for it. So
Okay.
she is really she highlight of her career right here. SpongeBob movie. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna
I
take a
see,
wild
and I
guess.
thought
I'm gonna take a wild guess.
I thought the capacity was gonna be like, oh, she just made a song for the movie, but then I seen her in the trailer, and I was like, oh fuck. I, you could take a wild
Let
guess
me
that
take
the
a
fish
wild
with the
guess.
orange hair.
Yeah, it's the fish with the afro. That's Ice Spice. Let me just all chips on that one. Like what the fuck? I guess if we're just doing shit now, okay. I guess that's fine.
I will say that this movie looks a little similar to the one Davy Jones episode of SpongeBob, so maybe the creators are spent at this point and they're
Well,
just
yeah. That,
rehashing this to kind of prop it up for a movie and for the the younger fans that probably won't ever get to
right.
watch that episode unless they go back to it or something.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it seems like they're just redoing the
It
episodes.
still looks kind of. I mean, it looked kind of funny. Like I wouldn't mind checking this out. Maybe not in theaters, but it does look funny. Like I could see
Yeah,
this on Paramount.
something. I mean, SpongeBob will always give you a chuckle. I mean, Patrick put on some pants, his butt and everything like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's gonna give you those chuckles, but the originality.
It's
When you first
dying.
saw that
It's dying.
the Goofy Goober stuff and everything, that was original, right? And
Mm,
then like as the SpongeBob movies kept going, I think the last one before this one, it had like the Jonas Brothers in it, and
yeah.
that one it was okay, but it was kind of whack at the
It's
same
just
time.
it's
Oh
just
no,
losing its
what? Who else?
flair.
Boogie with the Hoodie was making like music for it too and
What the
everything.
fuck? I didn't
So
even know that.
yeah, so it's like there's just a lot of stuff where I'm like, it's a time for SpongeBob to retire.
Probably, but they,
Maybe it should have happened when the creator passed away, right?
Nickelodeon isn't gonna give that boy up. It's okay.
They're milking the shit out of him for sure. Ice Spice in a SpongeBob movie is
Despicable,
crazy.
devious. Throw it
Couldn't
away.
even get couldn't even get like Cardi B or something like.
That would have been a bigger getaway. We don't need any of them in this.
Well, no, but I mean, Ice Spice over Cardi B, Beyonce.
I would have.
What's Beyonce's kid's name? Blue Ivy?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess. I guess if we're just doing shit, you know what I mean? Like this is fine. It wasn't on my bingo card, but I might as well, free space. I guess.
Are you gonna put Ice Spice's Big Guy song on rotation in your playlist?
I didn't even. I don't even know what it sounds like. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait.
It sounds like the beginning of this. Wait,
Big dog. Big dog. What? You
Oh
wanna hear
no.
meow?
I guess not. No, that sounded terrible.
no, you're not
No.
gonna do it. I
No.
think it
No.
even
No.
it's called a new song, Big Guy by Ice Spice.
But I Spy one song. She got a little cameo and one song, and now this is just her whole thing. She gets to announce it on Twitter, be like, "Hey, I'm part of this now.
She
This is
made a
what I
whole
get."
video about it, dude. She was very excited.
I
I've never seen her make a video about anything.
I guess, man, she can be excited about her role in SpongeBob. That's okay.
Are you not excited for her role in SpongeBob?
No, why do I care about her role in SpongeBob? No, I don't care.
I don't know, man. I thought Ice Spice was for the younger kids.
I'm no, no, not me. No, what the fuck? How old do you think
Let
I
me find.
am?
I don't know. What if you have Ice Spice in your rotation? I don't know, dude. I
I
don't
don't
know.
have Ice Spice in my rotation. I
What
bre-
about
I, ha-
CJ?
no, she doesn't.
No,
Definitely
no.
not. No.
You're throwing the whole stereo out the car
The whole stereo out the car. We're walking like in silence.
for the rest of the way. How dare you? But yeah, I new SpongeBob movie. Like you said, I think I would watch this streaming maybe if it comes out on streaming.
Oh, it's fair.
Paramount Plus, if I can ever get the app to work and get me to it, I guess.
Honestly,
Um, but yeah, I'm not too. I don't know what the big draw was to make Ice Spice really like promote this movie, but apparently, oh, it comes out this year. I thought it was coming out next year, December 19th.
oh,
Okay.
just fucking right under the hair. That's crazy.
Yeah, right under oh, and the comments are turned off too. Amazing. Amazing. I wonder what that's about.
Ice Spice.
Gotta be about Ice Spice. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Check out the trailer, I guess. The SpongeBob movie, Search
Yeah,
for
check it
SquarePants.
out. Check it out.
Yeah, go ahead. And if you want to put Big Guy in your guys' rotation, go ahead. Ice
Mm,
Spice's new hit song for the SpongeBob movie.
crazy.
With that being said, though, that's our last topic for this episode. Any topics that we should be talking about, anything that we missed, any movies that we should be reviewing, TV shows. The end of the year is coming up. We're gonna be doing our yearly wrap up pretty soon. So, Josh, if you're not caught up in your movies, it's time to catch
I
up on
know.
your movie.
We gotta watch a couple more. I know.
Yeah, gotta watch Wolfman.
Wolfman. I'll get to that. Yeah.
I will say, yeah.
I want to watch.
But
I'm gonna try and watch Frankenstein.
Oh, that's the one that I gotta watch too. Gotta watch that one too. I want to watch the new one that came out on Amazon with Kevin James and
Oh yeah, that one with
the
him
Reacher
and
guy.
Reacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Reacher.
Supposedly it wanted to be Batman and whatnot. But yeah, check out the let us know what you guys think, any movies that we should be reviewing, TV shows, all that good stuff. Josh, let them know where they can talk to us and do all that great stuff.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Filmbros Podcast. We post some episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news and movies you want us to cover. Buzzsprout, link to the social I just gave you. It's like a Patreon. You subscribe and help the show grow. Really appreciate it. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast at Filmbros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Again, wherever you get your podcast. Be part of the conversation. Twitch at Filmbros Podcast. And when it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube at Filmbros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.